Christmas. Hey guys, welcome back. So it's been a while. So I have a really fun tips list for you guys. I get a lot more of post-op questions now that are further out. So for me, I'm 2.5 years out post-op VSG surgery. And a lot of the questions I get are actually keeping up with my current progress. So it's really exciting because some of the people that do follow me have followed me from the very beginning, and a lot of people that jump on here now are still getting ready to have their surgeries or they just had them. So it keeps me kind of in the loop of everything that's going on and what the surgeons that are performing the surgery nowadays versus when I had my surgery a couple years ago are saying. So I have 10 tips for you guys that I've really been thinking about, just kind of keeping myself on track and what has worked the best for my body and kind of what I started doing versus what I hadn't been doing the whole time or what I've just done since the day of surgery. So I also have some questions for you guys that you guys have asked me on Instagram. So today I told you guys that I was going to be filming, and I asked you guys to just throw out your personal questions in my DMs, stuff that you guys want to know that I can touch on tonight. I already have a pretty good list of questions that I think are interesting, but I got some new ones today. So without further ado, we're going to jump into my 10 tips and tricks for VSG, how to survive it, how to get through it, how to keep on track. Alright, tip number 1. This is my first tip because it's always what kind of opens the broad spectrum for me. Like when I've just totally felt disconnected from my current progress and you know what I've gone through the last couple years. Tip number one, remind yourself. So constantly filling your Instagrams, your Facebooks, your YouTube channels, even your Twitter accounts with material about VSG, about the process. Even if you have to completely go back to old videos that you used to watch before you had surgery, constantly stay in that type of frame of mind. So for me, my absolute favorite YouTuber, I will shout her out, is Hey Cluzy. If you guys have not seen her before, she is, oh my gosh, she's incredible. Probably because she speaks in such a way that my family, we all talk so like the same kind of verbiage, and she, I know she's from a southern state. She's just, oh, she's incredible. I watch her almost daily, and I just constantly stay updated with her because she's one of the best YouTubers. Watch YouTubers who are currently going through the process. Even if you have to watch videos again and again and again, trust me, I have watched this same YouTuber from the beginning of my process all the way until now. Stay in the know, remind yourself, constantly be looking about on VSG and the new procedures and what people are doing, because it keeps you in that frame of mind. You had weight loss surgery. You're never going to be the same, so you don't need to think the same. So remind yourself. Number 2 kind of correlates to the first one. Eat while you're watching content about VSG. So one of the things I love to do is have my breakfast, lunch, or dinner or snacks while I am watching content about health transformation. So whether it be Extreme Makeover, Weight Loss Edition, The Biggest Loser, My 600-Pound Life, YouTube stories, Instagrammers, constantly be aware of what you're putting in your mouth. And if you, for some reason, it's worked for me when I put myself in that mindset of watching somebody who has gone through a health transformation of their own or is still in the know about it, then I find myself thinking more along those lines. So I find myself looking down at my plate, looking at what I'm eating, looking at my portions, and paying attention, because garbage in, garbage out. Same thing when you neglect things as well. If it's not there in your memory, if it's not there in front of you, oftentimes, because our society and our world moves so fast, we forget about it and we get so distracted by other things. We're not paying attention to what's going in our body. We're not paying attention to you know, how much we're consuming, what we're consuming. So definitely tip 2, eat while watching content about VSG or about a health transformation, and see if it doesn't kind of keep you on a better track. Number 3, homeschooled. Tip 3, inspire yourself. So I feel like we all do this on a daily basis. We get up, we check Instagram, we check Facebook, we scroll, we see stuff, we're like, I wish. Here's my thing. When it comes to weight loss surgery, you were given an opportunity to completely change your life, for your body to do something that it never would have otherwise done on its own, because you made the decision to have surgery. So you know yourself, you know you wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for this tool to help you out, right? So check this out. It is your job to inspire yourself every single day. So regardless of in what form or fashion that is, you need to constantly be infiltrating your mind and your spirit with things that inspire you. So whether it be a Instagram or a YouTuber or a celebrity, for me, I am really, it sounds silly, but I am really inspired by Kris Jenner. I love Kris Jenner. I love this woman. I'm gonna get so many hate comments for this. You guys, get over it. I love Kris Jenner. She's a businesswoman. She's amazing. And then I also love people like The Rock. Like, do you ever go on his Instagram? Oh my God. This man is amazing, and he makes no excuses. Like, we giggle because he's so cheesy sometimes, but no, he's not that cheesy. It's people trying to be like The Rock or cheesy. The Rock is The Rock, and he's phenomenal. So inspire yourself with people that are just like this amazing, like magnanimous, like person in your mind, you know, and it could be anybody that you follow that inspires you. You need to look at something and go, that makes me feel like I want to do this, or I want to do better, or I want to reach inside myself and find a passion. You might just be inspired by somebody's passion and go, I want that passion, because I'm not trying to encourage envy. What I'm trying to encourage is that self-motivation, where you grab that, something from inside of you goes, oh, I want to do something like that, or that takes that type of passion, or I wonder if I could go to that country, or if I could have that attitude towards something, if I could reach a goal like that, if I have what it takes, because I promise you, you do. Number 4. Number 4. Night journaling. So this is just a personal tip. So this is what I do. I love to journal at night before I go to sleep. It's one of the things where I kind of talk about what's been going on. So it's a little bit of a venting session. So if you're not a big writer, then this is what I suggest. Journal yourself a list for the next day. So what are you gonna do when you get up in the morning? You're gonna get up at this time, right? And then you're gonna grab your clothes. Oh, okay, it's like, well, I haven't laid my clothes out. Go get yourself up real quick, go lay out your clothes for the next day. You don't have them clean, do a quick load of laundry, you know, do whatever it is, regardless of whatever your job is. Maybe you're a student, maybe you are like me and you work from home. So do something for yourself in sequential order the next day that's gonna keep you better organized and is gonna keep you more task oriented. So if you're not a big writer, use this time to plan out your next day. So what this does is it gets you in a frame of mind of going, I need to do this, this, and this, and this in order to make myself feel good, in order to make the most out of my day, make my day work for me. So I really encourage you, before you go to bed every single night, have a plan for the next day. Already wake up with that mentality of I'm gonna kill it today, and wake up with a list. Because what do? We go to sleep and we forget everything. As soon as you wake up and you reach over and you grab your notepad, everything that you have planned out with an amount of energy that you might not have right now, it's already gonna be in sequential order for you. So follow that list, and I guarantee you, after some time, give it a few days, you're gonna be in a lot better frame of mind. You're gonna be a little bit more organized, and that's just gonna make everything flow together. Trust me. So this one is more of mental homework for you, because it really does all connect. So just this homework that you'll do, just a mental organization, will give you more of a physical piece, I promise you. 5, water goals. Your girl needs more tip 5. I need more tip 5 every single day. You should at least get in 64 ounces of water. I'm 2.5 years out. I have no excuse. I'm horrible horrible. If you guys could like just comment like on whatever comment, like anything, just DM me, be like, drink your water. Go drink some water. Help me. I need help in this area. So like I'm reading this, but we're doing these together. Tip 6, reward yourself. But reward yourself with something other than food. So this one for me is a big one, because oftentimes what do we do when we're trying to eat healthier, or we go on a diet, or you're like, oh, okay, we're gonna have a cheat meal. When you have had the sleeve, you realize that you have gone out of the traditional spectrum of health and wellness when it comes to diet, right? We've had an alteration done to an organ. So if regular dieting and exercise worked for us, then we wouldn't have had to do that. So unfortunately, when it comes to cheat meals and things like that, I'm not saying that you can't eat things that you like, but unfortunately, looking at food as a reward is not something I would encourage for someone who has struggled with a food addiction to the point of needing surgery. So here is kind of what I do for myself. These are a lot of the things that I will choose to reward myself with when I know I'm doing good, when I know that I have something to be proud of that week. And my list is kind of funny, so change it up with what works for you. So overnight getaways, I absolutely love. I love hotels. I don't care if it's a crappy motel in the middle of wherever. I have always loved hotel rooms. I love sleepovers. They are my absolute favorite. I love girl time. I love going places with my friends and my family. I love overnight getaways. I love road trips. Obviously I love Disneyland, so shopping, concerts, out to a movie. One of my favorite things I love to reward myself with is garage selling with my mom and grandma. So reward yourself with things that are, you know, out of the ordinary, but basically where it's giving you an experience rather than using food as a reward. Reward yourself with an experience that increases your quality of life, and it's a memory, you know. You can't eat your memories. Tip number 7, warm beverages. So tonight I'm having cinnamon coffee with sugar-free peppermint mocha creamer. That was a mouthful. So I'm not really sure that those go together, but I love cinnamon. I don't like pumpkin spice anything. I never have. Here's why. Have you ever just eaten a spoonful of pumpkin? It's so gross. It's yucky. I've never liked it personally, but I love cinnamon. My boyfriend and I are actually in total like congruence with this. We cannot stand pumpkin spice. We both love cinnamon, so whenever he's over, we have plenty of cinnamon coffee together. The reason why I say this, warm beverages all day. Because I've noticed for me personally, when I constantly, especially in the fall and in the winter months, when I have something to drink, when I have a warm, yummy beverage that I want to pick up, I'm less likely to get into snacks. And it's keeping me busy, and it's yummy and it's good, but what it's also doing is filling me up. So whether we're paying attention to it or not, anything that we're consuming is going into our stomach, is gonna fill their stomach up to a certain degree. So what I do is, obviously I'm a really big coffee drinker, but if you're not a big coffee drinker, then this is a really good tip I have for you. Remember when you first got out of surgery and you had to do strained soups and broths? Well, 2.5 years out, you guys, even a month out, it's not that bad anymore, especially we're in the winter months here getting toward Christmas. Fill yourself up a big mug of your favorite yummy soup, strain the noodles, strain the carbohydrates out of it, strain the things out of it that you know are going to impact in your colon, are going to cause you issues, and strain the things out that you know your doctor doesn't want you to have. So if your doctor still doesn't want you to have red meat at this point, then strain that out. Just make sure your soup is yummy. You know, do what you gotta do to make it delicious, but have yourself a hot beverage. This for me keeps things flowing. This for me gives me something to enjoy. It keeps me warm, it keeps me happy, and it keeps me busy, so I'm less likely to snack. This is a really big tip. I really want to encourage this one. I make a lot of mine from home. I have a Keurig in my bedroom. If y'all haven't seen my Instagram, I'm ridiculous. but it's literally one of the things that saves my butt all the time. And if you're not a big fan of coffee or tea or soups, one of the things that I really like too is sugar-free apple cider that you can get from the grocery store. So hot beverages, do yourself a favor this fall and in the winter months, make sure you always have something warm and yummy so you're less likely to sabotage your self. All right, tip 8. Take a stool softener. We don't need to talk about it, just do it, okay? A daily 5 Metamucil. Trust me! Tip number 9, sleep. I really want you to focus on this one, guys. Your sleep is so important. Also, the quality of sleep that you're getting oftentimes can depend on your prep. So for me, all my makeup comes off, right? I exfoliate my face, I floss, I use my water pick, I brush my teeth, I do Listerine. To me, just to me personally, cleanliness is a huge part of my routine when it comes to sleep. So if I feel like I am clean and I am just not germy and I smell really good, I feel good, my body likes to just settle in and it totally relaxes. So being clean is a really big pet peeve of mine, and being fresh and yummy and smell good, that's a thing for me. So when I'm clean and I feel like moisturized and everything, I can just cuddle up in my bed and go, I feel really good. Fluff up my pillows, turn my lights off. You know, I have a little white noise, something going on. What do I watch lately? Oh, I've been watching Liza Koshy. She is my white noise when I go to sleep at night. On YouTube. So that is my night routine, and when one of those things are off, I don't sleep well. I will wake up in the middle of the night. If I haven't flossed or something, I will wake up in the middle of the night and I will get my butt in the bathroom and I will go floss because I can't sleep. So do yourself a favor. If there's anything that you feel like you have to do before you go to sleep at night, if your bed isn't cushy, if it's not made, take yourself that extra couple minutes to do that for yourself. Because what I find is when I invest more in my quality sleep, I am so much better the next day. So do what you can when it comes to going to bed earlier, or you know, even there's an app right now, I think the app is called Calm, that I just got, and it'll be nighttime stories that'll be told in a really relaxing voice, and these awesome like visual art images that go with the story. So whatever you have to do, make sure you're getting a really good quality 8 to 10 hours of sleep, because ultimately that's going to help your entire body. All your vital organs need that extra rest. So when you have had VSG surgery, it's imperative that anything that was healthy for a normal person to do before, it's absolutely crucial for you to do now. So extra water, extra sleep. Please, you guys, make sure that you're doing this for yourselves. And number 10, my absolute favorite tip, dream. The reason I tell you this is because it was the thing that helped me make the decision to have VSG surgery, because I would dream about the person that I wanted to be. I would dream about the life that I really wanted to live, and anything that is anything has been accomplished with a dream. And I really just want to encourage all of you guys to get yourself in a state of mind where, you know, even in your nightly journal, even if that dream seems absolutely crazy out there, just do it. Dream it anyway. Just dream things that are absolutely impossible for yourself. So whether, for me, like I would love to be in a fitness competition once in my life. I want to skydive. I want to, oh my gosh, my boyfriend and I and my dad, we're all talking about this. I want to literally free fall in a fly suit, like a flying squirrel, and like over the Alps or something. Like I want to do things that are absolutely insane, crazy, because we have one life. So I never dreamed in my wildest that the life I'm currently living could be even possible, but it's here. And I used to fantasize about being with the man that I'm with now. I used to fantasize about having the job that I have now, and having even the family reconciliation, even the relationships that I have with my family and their relationship with each other. Things have happened because I never one time told myself it's not going to happen. You cannot deny yourself things that God is in control of. So I really want to encourage you guys all to dream of your future success, to dream of what is to come, to dream of how you want to look, how you want to feel, the things you want to accomplish, dreams for your future family. If you don't have one yet, dreams for your current family, you know, whether it be relationships be mended or whether it be a career that you've always wanted. Continue to dream and, you know, remember them, and so when things do happen, and I promise you they will, if you continue to keep your heart open to what God has for you, you'll remember, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I used to dream about this and I used to think about this all the time. So, you know, keep yourself a journal, at least for that. I really want to encourage you guys. So those are my 10 tips and tricks for keeping on track with VSG. I will have you guys more coming up pretty soon. As I think of them, I write them down, and those are my top 10 right now off the cuff. I'm gonna see what I can do before my camera dies, because it is not a happy camper right now. So, Doxy Poodle fan, she says, how do you get over insecurities about our post-VSG bodies when dating? For me, it's gonna sound really simple. Throw it to the wind and live your best life when it comes to dating. When it comes to anything, throw it to the wind. Here's why. If someone chooses to have an issue about where you currently are versus seeing how far you've come and where you're gonna be in your future, dump them. Bye. Get on with it. I had some really bad moments when I would date because I would think about like squishy areas on my body, or I would go, oh, somebody doesn't want to date somebody who had a weight loss surgery. Yo, we all have a bag of rocks. Everybody has a past. And the older I get, the more I realize it ain't no thing but a chicken wing with some extra barbecue, because that's how I like them, you know, boneless. But I'm saying throw it to the wind. Don't even give it a second. No, you did something that so many people do not have the balls to do. They don't. You did something amazing. You made something happen for yourself. You had a procedure done that a lot of people will never have the guts to have, even if they need it desperately. It takes so much courage to have this surgery. It really does. It takes so much to want to do better for your body, to care enough to have your stomach cut open and stapled back together and know that you could potentially die on that table. So if someone can't respect that, just you send them my way. I won't have a word. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even give it a second thought. You're beautiful. All right. Oh, what are some of your go-to items when going out to eat with your friends and family? So my go-to when I go out with friends and family, my favorite food is usually Japanese and or Thai food, in any like format. Also Indian food. I really love these types of foods because they have so much flavor. Ever since surgery, I really struggle with foods that are bland. Like, I'm just not about it. Why? Because check it out. I only get a few bites of whatever it is, right? I only get so many bites. I want them to be the best bites. So for me, whenever I go out with friends and family, I love ordering something off the menu that is different. So oftentimes, like, if they don't have Thai or Japanese or whatever, I'll do like Mediterranean or something like that. I really love something that has a really good flavor wheel built in the dish. So if something is too bland, I'll ask them like what sauces they have or things like that. And sometimes I'll build my own, like say I'm just at a regular like Denny's or whatever. I'll ask them for like some balsamic vinaigrette and like honey mustard or whatever, and I'll just like make my own. My go-to when I'm out is so all over the place because I don't really have one. And that's the thing about, you know, having VSG is oftentimes like your go-tos, like a lot of people used to be like chicken strips and french fries or like a hamburger or like whatever. Like it changes because you realize like, hey, like I can't have very much of whatever it is, so it better be like really good. Like my favorite fast food is the Jack in the Box chicken fajita pita. I don't know if it's number 15 or 14, but I basically have them take it out of the pita and put it inside a bowl, and I have them add extra chicken, and then I have a salsa and only one sweet and sour sauce, and I only use half of it just so I don't get sick to my stomach from the sugar, and then I mix it all up and it's delicious. And it lasts forever. So that is my favorite like drive-through hack. I think I've shown that one on my Instagram actually. Then for alcohol, I would definitely tell people to do a diet Canada Dry. and just straight Jameson. That's my drink. You can add a little bit of lime to it. A lot of people are not gonna like the fact that I'm talking about alcohol or that I drink, but it's like, I'm 27. Like, if you guys are worried what I'm doing at 27, guaranteed you might need a drink. That's probably why you're worried. And always keep yourself some Tums in your purse, because any type of alcohol, when we have the VSG surgery, is always a potential to be irritating. It's a potential to be irritating for people without the sleep. So just make sure that if you are gonna drink, that you do have cold water and Tums available to you, just so you don't get yourself in a bind, you get uncomfortable in a group of people. So that is my go-to. But I know this video is getting super long. I have so many more questions that I want to answer, so I will save the second half of those questions for video number 2 coming here pretty soon. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next one.